Yo, what to do, Fatherpreneurs? Let me ask you a question. Are you ready to monetize your knowledge? Have you been sitting back looking at everybody on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, TikTok, and everybody sharing their wisdom with the world and making money from it? Well, guess what? In today's training, I'm going to continue what we talked about last week on how to monetize your knowledge with a community, which, in my opinion, is by far the easiest way to start and build an online business and brand based on your unique being. That's right, you are the brand, my friend, and you can build a community around yourself. And I'm going to show you how to do that and monetize it today with the top 5 best practices for branding a community. And I'm going to walk you through how I create some of the assets that you're going to need to make your brand stand out like the authority that you are. So do me a huge favor, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and or your brand, smash that subscribe button, and let's kick it this morning. All right, Fatherpreneurs, really quickly, if you do not know me, I am Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite Fatherpreneur and founder of the Fatherpreneur Success Academy, an online community for men just like you who want to build passive income empires using the internet, your gifts and talents, married with the right systems, tools, AI, and automation. If you have not joined our community, you can do so over at CortezHustle.com. It's 100% free. We also have a coaching program that includes our suite of tools that will help you do everything that we teach and coach in that community, starting at just $100 per month at the recording of this video. So I want you to understand that building a business online does take some effort, but it doesn't have to be as hard as you probably think it is. Some of you guys have talked yourself out of making a boatload of money on the internet because you're thinking, I can't get with the technology. You might be thinking that I'm not an entrepreneur. Like somebody had at some point in your life told you that I'm not an entrepreneur or everybody can't run a business. Let me just nip that BS in the bud, man. Everybody can run a business. The skills that you need to successfully run a profitable business are all learned skills and behaviors. So when people start talking, man, everybody can't run a business. No, everybody refuses to learn what it takes to actually run a business. And maybe that's where they're getting that stuff from. So I want to share with you today why you should consider building an online business and or brand around that unique thing that you're an expert in, that passion that you have, that hobby that you love talking about. All of those things can be monetized using a community and building a tribe around yourself. So I'm going to start with the top 5 best practices when it comes to branding an online community. Plus, I'm going to share some of my insights, and then I'm going to jump over to Canva and show you how I actually create some of the brand elements, because I'm actually building a brand new community for my agency, and I'm going to bring you guys along that journey for it. So this is part 1 of a multi-part series. Actually, it's part 2 because we did the foundation on last week. So what are the key elements or the top best practices for branding your online community if you want that community to present you as the authority? Number 1, you absolutely must develop a clear and consistent brand identity. Define your brand values, mission, and vision. This includes your brand's personality, voice, and tone, ensuring consistency across all platforms. This also includes things like your logos, your colors, your fonts. A strong brand identity creates credibility and it helps position you as an authority in your niche. So I already have a brand that I'm going to build a community around. It is my Local Biz Marketers agency for local businesses looking to expand their businesses online. The community that I'm going to build, I'm going to call it the Local Biz Marketing Academy. The mission is to help local business owners learn the art and science of marketing, especially those who cannot afford to hire a marketing agency and they have to learn everything themselves. This is going to be a free community for me, and for those who need to learn these strategies. And that's going to position me as an authority in the space and as a leader, right? Because we talk about building a brand. Your brand should be authoritative. It should be professional. It should be powerful, and most importantly, it should be profitable, right? But when you're building a brand that's powerful, attractive, profitable, and with the right amount of authority, then you got to think about some of the elements that you're going to do that automatically create that. And when you lead a group of any kind, doesn't that automatically put you in a position of authority? I started a group and I'm attracting people who want to be a part of this community. That automatically says authority. Now, you got to do some things to solidify that authority, but just starting the group, you have taken a leadership position right out of the gate. So number one is develop a strong and consistent brand identity. Number two, on our top 5 elements for branding a community, you must create a strong, purpose-driven community name, right? The name of your community should clearly communicate its purpose, audience, and value. It should be memorable and reflect the transformation members will achieve by joining. Avoid generic names and aim for something that resonates with your target audience. Local Biz Marketing Academy. Who does that speak to? Right? What does that say that we're all about? If you're a local business owner and you know you need help with marketing, then somebody is offering a free community that's called an academy. So that says to me that I'm going to be doing some learning. And since I can't afford to hire someone to do my marketing for me, it's best that I get with a community where I can learn some of the strategies that it relates to marketing. So think about your name, and your name should, in my opinion, for your community and your tribe, call out who you're talking to, call out either what they're going to learn or the benefits that they're going to gain from rocking with you. And you can also further deepen this communication with a tagline, right? I haven't come up with my tagline just yet, but I am going to come up with a tagline that further enforces who the community is for and some of the benefits. Number 3, top 5 best practices for branding your community. And remember, if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you how I create some of the brand elements within Canva. And I'm going to show you the tool that I use for my community to live on. So number 3 on our list is position yourself as an expert through valuable content, right? Consistently deliver high quality, authoritative content that speaks to the needs and pain points of your community. This content should position you as the go-to expert in your field, offering solutions, insights, and guidance that help your members succeed. Remember, the part of the reason that we are building this free community, and I like a free community. You can make it a paid community if you want, but I'll give you my thoughts on that. For this particular community, it's free, and what they're paying for once they come into the community and learn some of my methods of helping them acquire more customers, optimize their presence on the internet, get more Google reviews, get more, make more money, build their list. When I start teaching these things, some of them are going to say, oh, you're a lot more affordable than I thought. I would much rather pay you to do some of these things. So I'm offering a free community so everybody gets in for free, but then some of those people who are in the free community are going to get on my software. They're going to hire me for services, and other people are just going to take what I teach for free and they're going to go and implement, and that's going to go make them a boatload of money. And that's cool too, because that goodwill will come back to me, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. So I ain't even worried about people siphoning free content from me, because I give all my best stuff away for free anyway. What you pay for is my presence and the transformation that you get from working closely with me, right? So number 4 on our list, we're talking the top 5 best practices for branding a community. Number 4 is to showcase social proof and success stories. If you want to brand yourself as an authority in whatever niche that you are in, especially if it's something that's responsible for getting other people a result, then there's no better way to do that than show proof that what you do works through testimonials for either yourself or other people. Build trust and authority by sharing testimonials, case studies, and success stories from your members. Highlight how being a part of your community has helped others demonstrate your expertise. Help others demonstrating your expertise and the value of your community. And some of us really get bogged down on this. I was working with one of my clients just recently, and I was telling her, as I looked at some of the testimonials that she shared with me as we're building out a webinar for her that she's going to launch this week, I'm like, these testimonials are amazing. Why aren't they plastered all over your website, all over your social media? She just didn't see the value in them, right? So we got a strategy to show her how to use green screen, reels, and stories to highlight some of these testimonials, give a little bit more context in the most shareable way possible by using reels, shorts, and TikToks. I can't wait to share that with her. I think that's going to blow up her business, her social media, and everything. But you got to put your testimonials out there. And again, this is something that I'm not good at. I got about 25 testimonials across both of my Google business pages and profiles, but I should be screenshotting one of them every day and just posting them on my social, right? That's very easy to do, and it's going to help build your authority and your brand. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about the top 5 best practices when it comes to branding a community. See, I believe that when you think about building a business on the internet, you have 4 main components of a business. You need lead generation, you need conversion, you need fulfillment, and you need customer service, right? Well, think about what a community online does for you. When someone signs up for your community, and that's why I like the free community aspect, because I'm giving value at no cost. Well, when they sign up to become part of the community, it automatically, if you're using a system like mine, the Fatherpreneur Sidekick, or something like Mighty Networks, School, or some Patreon, some of these other community-based platforms, they all work, y'all. And y'all know me. As much as I want y'all on the Fatherpreneur Sidekick, like at the end of the day, get a tool that you're comfortable with, that you're actually going to use, because they all work, right? The minute somebody signs up, they became a lead because you captured their email address. And in my case, I always capture their name, phone number, and email address. So they become a lead that I can continue to nurture our relationship and follow up with. Then you have the conversion aspect. Well, how do you convert someone in a community? You show up in your community and you give them valuable information that's going to help them solve problems. Guess what? When they convert to a paying customer, you can also deliver what they bought through the community. So now your fulfillment comes through the community, and you didn't have to set up a whole separate process. And then guess what? What does customer service look like? Well, when someone has questions about what they just bought, where do you think they're going to ask those questions? In your community. And guess what happens when you build a community the right way? You don't even have to be the one doing all the customer service. They're asking questions about things that they purchase. Other people purchase them too. And other people in your community will actually chime in and start answering questions on your behalf. Now, you still got to monitor and make sure that they're giving the right information, but Usually when you build a good tribe and people go through your processes and get results, they really become champions for your processes. They really become brand ambassadors, and they know your stuff and can't wait to help you share it with other people. So last but not least, the fifth way to build a brand around your community is to engage and lead with authority. You can't have a community and not be active in your own community, right? Be an active, engaged leader in your community. Run live QA sessions, host workshops, and personally respond to members' questions and inquiries. By consistently showing up and demonstrating your knowledge, you'll solidify your position as the authority within your space. So if you lock down at least these 5 things, there's some other things that you could do to make your brand stand out as authority a little bit more. We have a full branding course coming to our Fatherpreneur Success Academy community. So if you're not already a part of it, make sure you go to cortezhustle.com to join. In fact, before I share my screen and show you how I create some of these brand elements, I do want to remind you that the community is waiting for you. We have the free community at cortezhustle.com, the Fatherpreneur Success Academy, but we also have a coaching program that comes with the Fatherpreneur Sidekick, which is our white label version of Go High Level, where we give you all the tools and resources that you need to be successful on the internet. And the coaching program starts at $100 per month. And again, it includes the software. So check us out at cortezhustle.com. And I'm actually going to show you one of the tools that you get inside the Fatherpreneur Sidekick that's going to help you build your business and or your brand, particularly if you're going to follow this method and create your own community. So let's hop over to screen share and show you what that actually looks like. So this is the Fatherpreneur Sidekick. This is my sub account for my agency, Local Biz Marketers. So what I want to do is I'm going to create a community where local business owners who just can't find it in their heart to pay an agency to do their marketing for them, or maybe they just don't have it in the budget, they want to learn some of these strategies themselves. I'm going to create a free environment for them to do that. And I'm going to bring in experts and everything. I'm really going to show them everything that I know about building a brand and attracting more customers on the internet, the whole 9 yards. So this is what it looks like. So I'm going to go over here to communities. I'm going to click on groups. And when I click on groups, you see I have a group here already, but that's for a different audience. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click create new group. I'm going to give it a name, Local Biz Marketing Academy. All right, I think I got enough characters for that. Then I need to give it a short description. Now, right now, the description I'm going to give it is just something off the top of my head. I'm actually in a later training this week. I'm going to show you how to train ChatGPT based on your business to talk and sound like you. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me a better description. But for right now, I know it's going to be the best place for local business owners to learn the art and science of marketing from top industry experts. Join now and get your marketing game up. All right. Period. So now I named it. And if I scroll down, now it's going to tell me I need some branding elements. So right here it says a favicon. Well, a lot of people don't know what a favicon is, and I can't really blow this up big enough for you to see it. But wherever there is a URL and you have a tab open on your website, you see that little blue C right there? That's called the favicon. You see right here, I have my little DES. That's my favicon. Every website that you have has a little icon that represents their brand in that way. So it's telling me that I need to create a favicon that's a max 16 by 16 pixels. Then if I scroll down, it says, hey, you can have a cover image also that's 16 by 9. You can also upload a logo for your community as well. So right now, I'm not going to do any of those things. I'm just going to create the group, and then I'm going to go into Canva, and we're going to create some of those things, right? So while it's creating the group, let's pop over to Canva. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a logo. So based on this brand, I think I want to do two versions of a logo. I want to do a logo that is square, that's going to fit inside of an image. So I'm just going to come over here and hit create a design. And I'm going to choose an Instagram square post. I know I'll be having all these challenges with my bandwidth, but we're going to get that fixed here soon. So I think, and I'm going to tell you guys the easiest types of logos to create are, and let me give a shout out to Relentless Defense Firearm Academy is in the building. Also, Future Leaders LLC is in here. And Kevin Solomon, I see you, brother. Drop the name of your business and or your brand as well. So what I want to do now is the easiest type of logo to create where it could be professional and still represent the brand is a text-based logo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to type logo so I can get some templates. Now, off the rip, I'm liking this right here, because I know that I want the logo to just be the acronym of the Academy, LBMA. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to bring this one up, and I'm going to look at some other logos that are based on just letters, right? So I'm going to start with this one. Let's go ahead and pull this one in. All right. So now I'm going to double click on this and I'm going to change this to, let's see, or is this a picture? This might be an image. Yeah, it's an image that was already created. So I'm going to go back to my templates and let's see if I change that. Is this also an image? What I'm trying to find is those that are not images, but they are created based on the text themselves. And see, and that's an image, and I don't want that. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to see, because some of them, because I don't want to have to do any designs. I just want to use a good font that's going to represent the initials, right? So let's do it this way. So let's delete this. And I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to change this out. And I'm just going to do the acronyms. LBMA. And I want it to be nice and bold. And then I want it to be big enough to take up the whole page. So I'm going to stretch it out here like and so. All right. I think that's going to do me what I needed. Bring it, center it again. All right. So I want that to be there. And then down here, I'm going to write what that stands for. So I'm going to do local biz marketing Academy. All right, I'm going to stretch that out so it really takes up the whole bottom of. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it a little bit different. So I'm going to do local biz marketing, and then I'm going to put Academy down there by itself. And guys, this just takes a little practice. And we talked about last week, the only way to really learn how to do something is to do it. Some of you guys have never played with Canva like this because you're scared of messing up. Well, mess up. Ain't nobody got to see it if you mess up. I'm just saying. So now what I want this to do is kind of stretch across the whole bottom of the page like that. And then I'm going to put Academy down here by itself and stretch it out as well. Actually, I put an extra space in here, so let me get rid of that. All right. Boom. I like that. And then I take Academy, and then I start blowing it up. But I can't make it bigger than local biz. So that's 34.3 if I look up here. And then that's 37.9. So I'm going to do 34.3 to make sure that they are the same size. And boom. So now the only thing left for me to do is to put this in my brand colors. So all I'm going to do is change this background to my brand color of gray. I want to change that to my brand color of dark blue. And then I want to change these to my brand color of. All right. And then I'm going to put a little effect on them just so it stands out a little bit. So I'm going to put a dark blue line around them. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Change that to dark blue. And then here, I'm going to put my green around them, but I don't want that green to be that thick. So I'm going to drop it down to 20, see how that looks. Actually, I'm going to drop it down to 15. That might look a little bit better. Nope. All right, I like that. So now I have a square logo. And then basically what I would do is I would do another one and I would flip the color scheme. So I would do light green with blue around the background. And then I would do this one with dark blue with light green around the background. So I have one for each kind, right? Wealth Building Concepts, LLC. All right, I see you, bro. So now that's a simple logo. And all I'm going to do is do label it local biz marketers marketing academy. All right. And then I'm going to save it. And I'll leave the blue background back there for now. I mean, the gray background back there. And then when I come back over here, all right, save. And when I come back over here, I can now upload that logo as the image. Actually, my image should go here. It created the community and then it automatically put me in as the admin. So I need to go ahead and set my profile up real quick. So I'm just going to drop down here and add that picture. And then just drag that over like so. And then that'll be my picture. And then my bio, digital marketing strategist, and boom. All right, so we've got one of the elements created, which is the logo. So I'm going to go back over here to my settings. I'm going to go up here to branding, and then I'm going to go down to logo. And then I'm going to bring in that as my logo. All right. Then I'm going to hit save. So it now says updated the group. So the next thing I need to do is I need to create a cover photo that represents local biz marketing. So I'm going to come back over to Canva. Actually, before I do the cover photo, I'm going to do the favicon. Let me see if it'll let me do my favicon, my logo as a favicon. Let's see. Sometimes it'll tell me the size is off. All right. So now I use the same thing as my favicon. Now I can move on to the cover photo. So I'm going to come back over to Canva. And I'm going to go home. I'm going to create a new design. And this new design needs to be 16 by 9, which is also the same thing as a YouTube thumbnail size. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to create a cover photo that represents local business. And if you guys are not using templates in Canva, you're making it hard for yourself. So I'm going to come over here and search for templates, and I'm going to type in local business and see if it gives me anything in terms of a template that represents a local business. If it does not, which I don't like any of these, I'm going to come down here to photos, and I'm going to do a search for local businesses and photos. And boom, I like these a lot better. So one of the things I'm just going to do is I'm just going to find one that I can put as a background image. So I think this represents a good image of a local business. So what I like to do is I'm going to go here and I'm going to put a black background color as my branded color. And then I'm going to stretch this image out across so that it takes up all of the space. And then I'm going to change the opacity so that when I put my words on here, it stands out. So I do something like that. Then I come over here to my text and I'm looking at a good font I want to use. I think that works. I'm going to take out classic. And here I will spell out the name of the group. So local biz. Let me change that to, let's see if my light green works for that, or do I need to just keep it white? Yep, I like that. So I'll change that to local biz. And then I'm going to clone that, shrink it down, and put Marketing Academy as the second line. Marketing, Academy, just like that. And this is your cover photo. So I've got a nice local business in the background. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some shadows behind those words to make them stand out just a little bit. So I'm going to make that a dark blue shadow, which is my brand color. Yeah. And I'm going to do the same thing. Shadow. Dark blue. But I think on this one, I need to make the transparency 100%. There we go. So now, just like that, y'all, Local Biz Marketing Academy. All I'm trying to do is make a professional presentation, right? So I'm going down. Thanks, Rob. I received your text, but the phone wouldn't let me get in my email. Okay. I started to log in today. Cool. That's what's up. All right. So now, boom, I got a professional cover photo. And the last thing I want to do is when I add this cover photo, I actually want to go and look at it and see if it actually looks good. And because sometimes you might have to move the words around to make it as professional as you can get it. Because remember, when people go here, I want them to see that they are in the right place instantly. All right, boom. I'm going to hit save, cancel, and boom. There is my cover photo. If I refresh this, let's see if it's going to pull my favicon in. Yep. So my favicon is now up here. I got my picture in there and then the logo for my brand. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a place where we can present as a leader. We have a place that we can build the know, like, trust factor because we get to share our wisdom in a private community setting. We have a place, unlike a Facebook group, that we control 100% of. So I don't know if you guys know, but Facebook now lets other people market in your groups. One of the reasons that I took my group off of Facebook is because I've built this group of local business owners. Somebody else, because they got some money, can market to all of the people in my community that I worked hard to build and cultivate and show them that I'm an expert and I eventually want them to do business with me. Somebody else can take that hard work just by paying Facebook some money. Not the kid. I'm not going for it. So I'm building my own community off Facebook where I have 100% control of that community. And if you're in industry like my man, Mr. Pritchard, some industries you can't even build a brand around on these social platforms because of certain restrictions. So we've got a community set up. Now what I'm going to do is tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to prepare the inside of the group. So what I think about is if I'm creating a group for digital marketing training for local businesses, then how do I organize the group and the content in a way that makes it easy for them to find what they're looking for and all of that stuff. So I'm going to show you guys the inner workings of how we do that, how we create various channels so that we can create the content and make it easy to find for our community and make it very, very user friendly. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Come back and hang out with your boy tomorrow, and we're going to continue showing you why this is so easy for building a business and a brand, because everybody in your community, you can invite them on a private call with you. You can private message them and see if they need your services. It's just a great way to build a business in general. So if you got questions about this, you can hop into open office hours by going to cortezhustle.com/open office hours. And you'll get the Zoom link and you can hop in the Zoom room and ask any of your questions. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Until tomorrow, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.